Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Back again with another video. As you can see, I'm joined by a good friend by the name of
Mm.
Jason. Say hello, Jason, to everyone.
Hello, everyone. What's going on? Man, like Rich. Good to see you, bro.
Come on, come on. So today we're gonna preview a big game. It's the big one, the huge one, the big game against Brighton tomorrow at Wembley,
Mm.
semi-final of the FA Cup. Uh, I'm nervous. I don't know about you, man. I don't know about you, Jason, but I'm
Yeah.
very nervous.
Listen, I'm still quietly confident, regardless of the fact that it's Brighton. The reality is we are Man United, so it is what it is, bro.
Okay, okay. I like that confidence. I like that.
Mm.
Making me feel a bit happy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just go through a few talking points about the team following Thursday's disappointment. We're then gonna look at how we're doing as a team generally, what the boys are looking like. We're gonna talk about the opposition always. Gonna give our predicted 11, right, Jason? You got your predicted
Yeah,
11 ready.
absolutely.
And
Yep.
then we're gonna give our score predictions. Now, just to start off with, like I said, it's a huge game
Mm.
on Sunday. It was a poor performance on Thursday. Obviously, we both watched the game. Are the players over it? What do you think? Do you think they can get their heads back in the game basically and just get back on the bandwagon and get this win?
Yeah. Personally, I do. I think if we look at everything that's happened this season, anytime there has been a major setback,
Mm,
we've bounced back. The
mm,
reality is that it's bounced back FC. So I expect, and I think Ten Hag expects for the
mm.
team to bounce back and to recover from what was, of course, an abysmal performance on Thursday.
Yeah,
Completely unacceptable, especially from I mean, the whole team was bad, but
shocking.
just certain mistakes that just should not be happening at this level.
Mm,
And the reality is this, it's just the Europa League. We're trying to aspire for greater things. So yeah, I know Ten Hag is going to expect much better performance this time
yeah,
around. In huge game.
yeah. No, it's a very big game, like you said, and I think if you think about it, you said bounce back FC, and that's what
Mhm.
we are. And I'm hoping that we can bounce back. I said it already in
Yeah.
my last post match game for the Sevilla game. I'm hoping we can bounce back. If we lose this, it's
Mm.
top. That's it. Top four left. To
Yeah.
fight for. So I'm hoping the boys can like get their head back in game. For this one, I
Mm.
think personally that we need to show spirit. We need to show passion. Desire. United DNA, whatever it is that Ole used to
Yeah.
say. Um,
Mm.
and we didn't show
Mm.
that on
Mm.
Thursday. We didn't show that on Thursday. So I'm hoping that we can
Yeah.
show this today or on Sunday. And winning two out of three cups available, right,
Mm.
in the domestic on the domestic side, Premier League obviously we're nowhere near that. Carabao Cup we've got in
Mm.
the bag, and then
Yeah.
FA Cup if we can win that, that would be amazing. To be honest, personally,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on
Absolutely.
what we can do in this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if of course if we happen to win the FA Cup,
Mm.
we're massively hoping for that. But if we were to win, both the FA Cup and have the
Carabao,
the
yeah,
Carabao Cup in our bag, that's a fantastic first
that's
start.
right.
But the reality is, again, if we don't win, it
Mm.
it doesn't mean it's a crap season.
Yeah,
It's still a
okay,
season of
okay,
progress.
okay.
And on top of that, when it comes down to it, look at what other managers have done
Mm.
in their first season, like
Mm.
Pep, like Jose, winning the Carabao Cup in their first season, has catapulted them to be able to accomplish greater things later on. So it would be a season of progress, even if we don't win the FA Cup. But of course,
You
we
want to
have
win
to
it.
we have to have the right expectations and push for it regardless.
Yeah, and also I guess you could say that we have it in our hands to stop City winning that treble as well. If we win that FA Cup, that means they can't win the treble, right? But the way my
Mm,
my mentality really is, I want us to focus on us. I want us to win for ourselves, kind of thing. But
yeah,
let's
yeah,
let's let's
yeah.
let's keep it moving. Let's talk about the players and
Right.
the form of the players, right?
Mm,
Now, it's great that we have Bruno back, right? We missed him on Thursday, I think, and he's been on
yeah,
great form. Everton, he was excellent. Forest, he was excellent.
yeah.
Also, just to kind of tackle the two together, Maguire is suspended for this game, which is probably a good thing, because
Right,
he was shocking on Thursday, right? What you
right.
and also, and I guess the final thing, do you think De Gea can redeem himself after he was poor on Thursday, right? So one, Bruno's back. Two, Maguire's not going to be here to mess things up, and three,
Mm.
De Gea, can he redeem himself?
Well, we definitely need Bruno. I'm so happy we have him back,
Oh,
and he
mate,
has
come on.
been on phenomenal form.
Mm,
Phenomenal form, especially in the past like month, 2 months in that deeper lying role, and then obviously came back into the number 10
yeah.
um position. He's been brilliant, to be honest. Harry
Harry
Maguire,
Maguire.
you know, oh, shocking. I mean, yeah, just diabolical. And I cannot wait. Let me put this out there. I cannot wait for this guy to leave my
Oh
club.
no.
Enough is enough. It's a shambles.
Oh
But
man.
when you say can De Gea redeem himself,
Mm,
he did himself no favors on Thursday, man. No favors whatsoever.
none.
The divide in our fan base is intense,
Mm.
and he didn't help himself. And you can't defend it. You
You
can't
can't.
defend
You,
what
you
he
can't.
did.
It was
You
indefensible.
can't.
I said it.
You can't.
You can't defend
You
it.
know, can't
But
defend it. So nevertheless,
mm,
again, it's a chance for you again to bounce back as well. Like
that's it.
to just do what you do best,
Mm,
right? Do what you do best. With your shot stopping, do your best that you can do. Obviously, with your limited distribution ability,
that's it.
but
That's it.
you've got to perform much better than what you
Yeah.
did on Thursday.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
I think I 100% agree with that. And I'm hoping he can bounce back. I'm hoping he ultimately it's a big game,
Mm.
right? And we just wanna get through this to the final.
Yeah.
Anyhow, any way possible. So just keep it simple. Don't make no mistakes. If there's any pass
Mm.
back, just kick it out, kick it long. We don't
Yeah.
need any
Yeah.
like tiki taka at the back at this point. We don't have Martinez, we
Yeah.
don't have Varane to kind of do that.
Right.
So
Hundred
yeah,
percent.
let's
Hundred
and
percent.
and one more thing I would say as well actually is for us as a team, we're not playing in the Premier League, right?
Mm.
This weekend. So, and there's
Mm.
big games. I think Newcastle are facing Tottenham, right, as well in the Premier League.
Mm.
So it'll be good for
Mm.
us to kind of put that to one side,
Mm.
get this job done, and then hopefully we look
Mm.
back at it. And actually, both I'm hoping for a draw for that Newcastle Tottenham game because at least
Yeah.
then,
Yeah. Of course.
or at least, or at the worst, Newcastle win because then
Yeah.
we know that
Top. Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
got top four secure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, let's keep it moving. So
Mm.
your predicted 11, Jason, for this game. Um, it's a weird one, just kind of a precursor. Obviously, we've got
Mm.
Sabitzer, Shaw, who was it? Rashford, Malacia, they
Yeah.
came back. Martial
Yeah.
might be injured, who knows? We don't know.
Yeah. Of course.
We because we the at the press conference, I don't think Ten Hag actually he said he couldn't confirm. And
Mm.
obviously Maguire's out, thank God.
Yeah.
Pre-suspension. Bruno's back. So what's your
Yeah.
starting 11, Jace?
All right. So we'll start from the back then. So obviously David De Gea in goal.
Hmm.
And again, depending on the health of Shaw, right? Because he still might not be available. If he's available,
Yeah,
it'll be Shaw left centre back for me.
yeah,
With Lindelof on the right. Aaron Wan-Bissaka keeps his spot
yeah,
on the right hand side,
yeah,
and then on the left, obviously you've got between Malacia and Dalot.
yeah,
Personally, I'll go for Dalot.
yeah.
I'll go for Dalot. If you fumble this bag, if you start flopping, then obviously bring on Malacia. But
Mm,
I'll start with Dalot.
okay.
I saw some stats as well, just very very quick. I saw
Yeah, yeah,
some
go.
stats of the amount of goals contributions that Dalot has made on every time he's played on the left hand side. And it's far more than the right hand side. You understand?
Okay, okay.
So yeah, so I would start him on the left because we need goals. We need to be able to attack Brighton well. So
Yeah.
I'll put that on the left. Move into the midfield. So I would have obviously Big Miro, Casemiro, right?
Big game mirror.
Um, yeah, big game Miro. And again, like everyone else, he didn't perform very well on Thursday, but he needs to step up. We need him to step up this game. And he will start alongside Ericsson and Bruno. All
Okay.
right, that's what I'll have in the midfield, and then up
Okay.
top,
Yeah.
Rashford. All right, I'm going for Rashford. I don't want to be seen nowhere, course. I'm sorry, likable guy. Workhorse. Okay, whatever. Do you see what
Press
I'm saying? We
monster.
need, we need better than that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
You can take a back seat.
Yeah.
And Rashford up top,
Mm.
Sancho on the left, and that's a topic. But Sancho on the left,
It's the
please
topic.
do
It's the
something,
topic.
and then Anthony on the right. If Shaw is not available,
Hmm.
then I move Casemiro into the defense.
Yep. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Because who else is available?
Yeah. We don't have
Who
anybody
else
else.
is available?
We don't have
You ain't got
anybody
no.
else.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't got no one else. So he goes
Yeah.
into
You're right.
into the middle, into the middle, and then obviously Bruno Ericsson, and then I'll play Sabitzer.
Okay. Okay. Yep. I like that. So
Yeah.
for me, my starting 11 very similar to yours. In fact,
Mm.
I think it's exactly the same. So obviously,
Okay.
the here and go, Wan-Bissaka, right back. Then we've got
Mm.
Lindelof and Shaw in that centre back pair, and I'm hoping Shaw's fine. He had a bit of an injury. Looked like he had ended the
Mm.
last game, but hopefully he's
Yeah.
fine. And then yes, I
Mm.
agree that we go Dallo left back rather than Malacia for now because Malacia's last game wasn't good. Obviously, you have to get back into the team at some point, but I
Yeah.
would
Sure.
say for now let's stick with Dallo. And
Yeah.
then the midfield of Casemiro, Bruno, and Ericsson. That
Mm.
midfield, they haven't lost a game.
Mm.
Them together, they haven't lost a game. I think 17 games or 18 games,
Mm.
17 games that
Yeah.
they played
Yeah.
together,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they haven't lost. Then we've got Anthony, right hand side, Sancho, left hand side. I'm hoping he has a good game.
Right.
He needs to show something this game.
Mm.
And then, yeah,
Mm.
finally, obviously, Rashford up top. I don't want to see where goes
Okay.
either. If Martial's
Yeah.
fit, then actually I'll drop Sancho, put Rashford
Mm.
left, and play Martial up front, I think, and start with
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So.
so let's see. Do we think we can beat these guys? Look, let's talk about Oppo quickly before we round up,
Mm. Mm.
and before we give our predicted score. So just a few things from my point of view about Brighton. Right, they're having a great season.
Yeah.
They're seventh in the Premier League. They
Yeah.
beat Chelsea last game. I think they went 1-0 down. Then they came back and beat them. Chelsea,
Mm.
I mean, yeah, like, I saw your face.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah.
Chelsea, right?
See.
But they've got dangerous players, man like
Sure.
Mitoma,
Yeah.
March,
Ferguson.
McAllister, Ferguson,
Mm.
Welbeck,
Mm.
Welbs, big man
Can you
Welbs.
imagine? Oh.
But actually, I think Ferguson might be injured. But the
Yeah.
Zerbi in his presser, he didn't actually confirm whether Ferguson was injured or not.
Yeah.
I want Ferguson at United, so boy, like he's a
Mm. Oh,
solid
really?
striker. Yeah, we can get
Yeah.
into that in
Yeah.
another video, another time.
Yeah. Sure.
But
Sure. Sure.
but yeah, I really want Ferguson. And so yeah, they're looking good basically.
Mm.
Even Welbeck, I think he scored 2 goals in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
And
And
obviously
he
he's a
scored. He scored a couple times against us as well. You know
there
what I
you go.
mean?
And he's not scared
Mm.
to score against us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And also Brighton beat Liverpool in their last game, in the last
Mm.
round. Sorry, not last game, the last round of the FA
Yeah.
Cup.
Mm.
And Mitoma, interesting fact, Mitoma
Mm.
has scored in every single, or sorry, scored or assisted in every single round of the FA Cup so far. So they're a
Wow.
dangerous team. What do you
Yeah.
think about Brighton?
Well, again, like you said, they're having a phenomenal season, but regardless, I still think we have more than enough
To take them.
to beat them. Do you see what I'm saying? Obviously, we've got a bit of a makeshift defense,
Yeah.
and so we have to be ready. And this is why I'm saying we need to count on our big players like Casemiro, Luke Shaw, and David De Gea, right?
Yes.
Like, to step up to and perform to
Yes.
give us something that really. And the reality is, these people. Some of these people are playing for their careers right now. It's a huge game.
You're right.
They're playing for their careers. Like, the amount of reports that's coming out with regards to the summer overhauls, this, that, and the other. Like, show me what have you got? You understand?
Right.
This is your time. This is your time to shine. So, as much as we give Brighton credit for that which they're doing, the reality is
get the job
it's
done.
Man United. You have to keep the bar high. Like, we've been so used to mediocre and average, and I get it's a process. I get things take time, but the reality is we have to keep setting the bar high.
That's right. No, I completely agree with that. So on that note, just to finish off the video, right? What is your predicted score? You're sounding confident, bro. You're sounding like you're ready for us to beat these guys. I was confident pre-Sevilla, but I mean, maybe I'm not as confident as I was then. But what is your predicted score? Give me that.
I'm going 2-1 Manchester United.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. 2-1. I was hoping you go something different to me because I'm also gonna go 2-1. I think 2-1 is always my when I'm not really confident score.
Yeah.
They'll score, but
yeah.
we'll sneak through, get the W.
Yeah.
So we'll leave the video there. Thanks again for joining us as always. The game kicks off at 4:30 on Sunday on BBC. It's gonna be on BBC One if you're in the UK, which I assume most of my followers are in the UK. Can we bounce back? Let's hope we can. Drop a like on the video. Obviously, I'll try and get more people on the channel. Keep it a bit more interesting. And Jason, if you can, you'll do a post match. Hopefully, we would have won the game.
Right.
And you'll be happy.
Right.
Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you on the next one. Come on, United. Come
Peace
on,
out, guys. Take care.